I survived 100 days as a dog in Minecraft. Life as a stray dog in a big city is not easy. I have to find my own food, I have to find my own shelter, and I have to avoid this guy, the dog catcher, or Senor Butt Sniffer as I like to call him. My life was hard until I found these guys, my dog pack. Now that I'm a part of a pack, I have 3 main objectives. 1. Avoid the dog catcher at all costs. He's bad news. 2. Rescue my furry friends from the pound. A classic old prison break. And 3. Become the alpha of my pack now that old Bernie is retiring. Do I have what it takes to survive as a stray dog in the city? Or will the dog catcher or crazy cat lady put an end to me? Stay tuned to find out what happens next. Day 1 in the beautiful city. And yes, I am a stray dog. A beautiful husky to be exact, and boy do I look good. You may be asking yourself, why is that dog on a roof? Well, the answer is simple. I can go anywhere I want because this entire city is my home. For example, on Mondays I go to Luigi's Italian restaurant. It has some of the freshest beetroots. And it has this city's most incredible meatballs. Oh baby, the meatballs. Only problem is, they're in this kitchen, and Luigi isn't my biggest fan. All I gotta do is sneak in, and oh baby, there they are, in all their glory.
Hey, who left the door open?
Yikes, time for me to split. See ya, pal.
Hey, you get back here, you stinking mutt. I swear I'll catch you one of these days.
And after a big feed like that, I like to come to the park and chill out. The kids love me down here. I get all the head scratches a dog like me could ask for. Only problem is this guy, the dog catcher. He's always lurking around trying to catch nice law-abiding dogs like me and bring us to the pound.
Here, doggy. You want that treat, huh?
Not today, Senor Butt Sniffer. Not today. Catch me if you can, fat man. You know, sometimes I come down here just to watch him try and catch me. It's the simple things in life, you know. Then at nighttime, just before the sun goes down, I head home. Myself and my pack, we live by this beach. There's something so calming about the water. That and the humans always leave so much food behind. Very thoughtful if you ask me. And here is my humble abode along with my doggy pack, known as the furriest 4. This is Terrence. He's a bull terrier. He might look small, but don't let that fool you. He's ferocious. This guy here is Pete the Pitbull. He's our muscle. Only problem is, he's scared of everything. And this guy here is Bernie, and he's our alpha. He's 14 years old and one of the bravest beagles I've ever met. So yeah, this is my place, made with stuff that was left on the beach, and this is my pack. Now, time for some well-deserved rest. On day 2, I headed down to the police station to see my friend Tony. He's the local cop dog, but lucky for me, we've been friends since we were pups. Hey Tony, any word on the street for me?
Hey little Kelly, nothing today. The humans have been quiet enough. I did hear the dog catcher was seen about 20 minutes ago in the East Town, so you're clear now.
Thanks Tony, good looking out. And after talking with Tony, I went down to the gardens close by. On Tuesday, there's always this little hot dog stand, and he always gives me mine for free. Thanks, friend. I decided after my dinner to take a stroll down Shop Street, and it nearly turned out to be the worst decision of my life.
Would you looky here? Looks like the same old mutt that had me running all over the park yesterday. You think you're funny, huh? Smelly old dog. Stay where you are.
I ran for it, but he was right on my tail. Ah! I finally got some distance between us, and I used the space to hide. I jumped over the wall, and he ran right past me. That was a little too close for comfort. The next few days I lay low. I did not need another chase from that pesky dog catcher, so I kept on the move. I was also getting the feeling that I was very lost. Like ridiculously lost. I had no idea where I was, and I do not recognize this side of the city. Eventually, on night 6, I found this little lake, and boy was I thirsty. That was delish. I had no idea this was even here. I was just about to leave when I saw something in the hills. What was that? Hey you! Hey, show yourself! Woof! Woof woof! Without warning, a full wolf pack came out from behind the trees. Oh my gosh. Ah! By day 7, I had made it back to my pack, and they are not gonna believe what happened. I ran into our little home cave and I could tell something was going on.
Ah, Kelly, good of you to finally show up. I was just telling the pack my time has come to step down as Alpha. I've served as leader for 12 out of my 14 years, and now I'm moving out of the city to enjoy life with a little Frenchie I met a couple of weeks back.
What? No way, Bernie, you can't leave us. If you're not going to be the Alpha anymore, then who's taking over?
Well, that's the thing. I know the rule of the pack usually means you guys have to fight it out, but I'm doing this a little differently. I've got 5 of those big meaty bones from the steakhouse over on 9th, and I planted them all over the city. You guys have to use your smarts and your senses to find all 5. The first person who brings them all back to me is the new Alpha. And if your nose is busted like poor little Terrence, I've also drawn a map.
Wow, so you're really doing this? Well then, I guess it's on, friends. I'll see you guys when I've got all 5 bones and you guys are my minions. Oh, and Bernie, I won't let you down. I am the quickest and bravest of the pack, not to mention the smartest and most beautiful, and some would say the most humble.
Little Kelly, the rest of the pack have already started.
What? Damn it! Over the next 8 days, I used all my senses to track down the 5 big bones that Bernie hid around the city. Only problem, these were bones I hid around the city. Aw, man. Every time I was sure I was getting onto a new scent, my stupid nose was tricking me. Another bone I had last week. I was gonna need that map that Bernie drew, but Terrence has it. I have a plan. Eventually, on day 16, I managed to track Terrence down. His nose is busted and he's kinda blind, so stealing the map from him should be a piece of cake. Not to mention, he's busy digging his way to Australia. All I needed to do was sneak in a little closer. Just a little closer, and then, look, over there, it's a squirrel!
A squirrel? Where? Woof, woof, woof.
As Terrence ran away chasing an imaginary squirrel, I grabbed the map. Jackpot!
There he is! That stupid dog has been digging up the gardens around my school all morning. Don't worry, sir. I can handle this pooch.
Uh-oh, looks like my cue to get out of here. Ah! Day 17, and I ended up here, the crazy cat lady's house. The map shows that one of the 5 bones I need is buried in her backyard. I needed to sneak past without one of those stinking lookout cats catching me, so I took my time, and when they were both looking the other way, I ran down the side and into the garden. I used the hedge as cover and I moved into position. I sound like a real soldier. Then I started to dig. The first site was empty. The second was the same. The third, also empty. I was starting to think this was just a decoy. Until I hit the 4th dig site, and there it was! The juiciest, biggest bone I ever did see. I grabbed the bone, and just as I was about to leave, the crazy cat lady was looking at me, and she had a gun! Ah! I ran for my life. What was she thinking? She could have killed me. Jeez, that woman is crazy. I took a few days off the bone hunt after that crazy lady tried to kill me, and I chilled with Pete chasing some ducks around the park. We don't actually catch them or anything, okay? So don't start giving out, guys. But on day 23, everything changed. I came back to meet Pete for another late night duck chase, but he was a no-show. Did he stand me up, or maybe he forgot? I was about to leave when Tony, my police friend, came running over.
Little Kelly, you need to get out of here. The catcher was here, and he got Pete and a few other strays. Now the humans have the place surrounded. They're calling it Operation Dog Stay. You need to split before they see you.
This was the worst thing to ever happen to our pack since the Great Pizza Incident of 2002. I needed to get back to Bernie, our alpha, and tell him the terrible news. Over the next few weeks, myself and Bernie took shifts keeping an eye on the dog catcher, watching his every move. We followed him on his patrols so we could learn his routine and what he does from day to day, including what spots he hits and when. He even hits the beach from time to time, not too far from where our pack lives. I had no idea he even came this close. Myself, Terrence, and Bernie met on night 40, and we came up with a plan. We called it Shock and Paw, and it has to work if we want Pete back before it's too late. Day 41, time for Operation Shock and Paw. We knew the dog catcher spends most weekends around the school grounds where lots of stray dogs come to get food from the students. We followed him all over campus, waiting to spring our decoy, Terrence, out to distract him, while myself and Bernie checked out his van for keys to the pound. And finally, it was time. Terrence ran out and barked, grabbing the dog catcher's attention. All Terrence needs to do now is not go into the maze and... No! Terrence, don't go into the maze! Oh man, if he gets lost in there now, the dog catcher will get him for sure. I had to go in and save him. I snuck into the maze trying to find Terrence and avoid the dog catcher. So far so good, but I can't see Terrence anywhere. I followed his scent until it led me here. A dead end! Yikes! I was just about to leave when the dog catcher had me trapped. The only way out is to fight him, but if I bite him, I'll be sent to the pound forever. Oh man, I'm trapped and there's nothing I can do about it. I was a prisoner of war, the war against the stray dogs, and I was done for. I'm trapped in this van on the way to the pound where I'll spend the rest of my days waiting to be adopted by a family and become a domestic dog. I needed a way out. The van stopped. Now was my chance. I ran out the doors and yes, they were unlocked and I burst free. Quick, into the woods so he can't catch me. I did it! I'm free! Over the next 8 days, I hid around the forest because, believe it or not, that crazy dog catcher kept following me. He was not giving up. He was determined to get me. And to be fair to him, he nearly did. On day 49, I was backed into a corner, trapped again with no way out. Damn, he's good. This time, I was not going easy. I gave him my best growl. And it totally worked! He ran for his life! That's it, sucker! You don't want to mess with me! I turned around to find my way out when a pack of wolves had me surrounded! Oh gosh, this is how I go, isn't it? I tried to reason with them. I even apologized for bringing the human here, and I told them I wouldn't come back. That's when the alpha walked forward.
Relax, my four-legged friend. We mean you no harm. We saw you needed some assistance, and we thought we could help you out.
What? Really? Wow, that's really cool of you guys. I'm Little Kelly, and that guy chasing me was a local dog catcher. He has one in my pack, and I was trying to rescue him when I got caught.
A true alpha knows when to run and when to fight. And you always fight for your pack. We will help you rescue your friend, but first you need to prove yourself to me.
Wow, okay, cool. What do you need me to do?
There's a bear cave close by with a few grizzly bears inside. You must go into the cave and retrieve my red dog ball that bear stole from me. If you make it back with my ball, I'll help you save your friend.
Oh, yeah. I'm not the pack alpha of my squad, so that's a solid pass. I don't mess with bears, but thanks anyway. Bye! Wow, I mean, I love Pete and all, but I don't love him that much. Now that Terrence is without a map and Pete is in the pound, I have no competition for the alpha position in the pack. Back to bone hunting! Second stop, Luigi's Italian restaurant. You remember the one with the incredible meatballs? Well, Bernie hit a bone on the second floor. Yikes. I snuck in. The coast is clear. I ran upstairs and yikes! Looks like the receptionist is up here. I ducked into the left behind the trees. That should keep me covered. I jumped into the middle fancy garden area and I found the X. Time to start digging. Yes! I found it! That's 2 out of 5 bones. Wait. Is that Luigi? Ah! He has a knife! Run! I managed to escape Luigi's and I kept my head down until day 60 when I went for my 3rd bone. This one is here at the public swimming pool. And guess what? No dogs allowed. Typical. Naturally, I climbed to the top of the biggest jump and I had a look around. Hey, would you look at that? Not only is the lifeguard going crazy, but I can see the bone at the bottom of the deep end. Here goes nothing. Whee! I got the bone. I climbed out. I gave the lifeguard the old slipperoo, and I made my escape. So long, loser. 3 out of 5 bones. Oh yeah. On day 61, I decided to meet Terrence and enjoy the leftover fish from Fish Taco Day at the local cafe. Free fish is always the best kind of fish. After that, we took a walk by the train tracks. We loved it down here. So peaceful.
You know, ever since I lost my bone map, I've been kinda lonely. Pete's in jail, Bernie's all old now and no foot, and you're kinda distant. What you been doing?
Not much, Terrence. I've just been using your map, my amazing sense of smell to find the bones. I already have 3.
Wow, that's awesome. I guess you're on the way to being our next alpha. Makes sense, really. I mean, you've always been the most trustworthy and honest. Not to mention you're my favorite out of the pack. Anyway, let's get off these tracks before our train comes.
Oh man, now I feel terrible. You know what will make me feel better? Being alpha. The last 2 bones were in tricky spots. The first one was on Shark Island. First things first, I was gonna need to steal this man's jet ski. Sorry, but I really need it. Thanks. Then I took the very short ride to Shark Island. And as you can see by the amount of sharks in the water, this one is gonna be hard. I parked above the island and I jumped out. So far, no attack. I started to dig around and eventually I found it! The 4th bone! Ouch! What was that? Oh, ouch! Ah! The shark just bit me! Wait! He's coming back! Ah! I jumped back onto the jet ski, but that shark was not giving up. Man, is he quick! Get away from me, you stupid shark! I made it back to land, and now the shark has human options. Bon appetit, my friend! The final bone was out here in Old Man Taylor's farm. He's a nice guy, really old and slow, but he's not the one I have to worry about. This is the guy I need to worry about. His name is Buster, and he is the meanest Roddy I have ever met. All I have to do now is search through this cornfield until I find the dig sites like this. Then I dig, and if there's no bone inside, I move on. After a few hours, I was starting to realize why this one was last on the list. Not because of Buster, because the size of this cornfield. But just as I was giving up all hope, I found it! The last bone! Oh! Wait, I can hear something coming through the corn. What is it? Uh-oh! It's Buster! Ah! Get away from me, you crazy dog! Leave me alone! Ah! I eventually managed to escape by climbing this stupid tree. I guess I do have some cat in my DNA. Now all I had to do was wait him out. That fat dog would need to eat eventually. Yeah, he didn't eat for 4 days. 4 days! Oh man, that was a long couple of days. Stupid dog. By day 76, I had made it back to my home, but I was not greeted like I had hoped. My home has been blocked off by big wooden blockades and a big sign that said, "No dogs allowed on the beach." Oh no, the dog catcher must have found my pack. I went straight to the dog pound. Lucky by the time I got there, it was closed. I looked around everywhere for a way in, but no luck. Then I spotted this window. I jumped up on the flower pot, and when I looked inside, I saw them. My pack were all trapped inside. What was I gonna do? This was all my fault. I need to break them out, and I think I know how. I spent the next 12 days searching the woods to try and find that wolf pack I met a couple of weeks back. Maybe they could help me. I had no idea where they were, but I had to keep looking. I also had no idea how creepy the woods are after dark. After 12 full days, I finally caught up to them just outside this huge house. Hi, Mr. Tyson, sir. Oh, look, there's no point messing around here. I need your help. My entire pack has been taken by the dog catcher, and now I need backup to get them back out. Will you guys help me or not?
Of course we'll help you, but first you need to show me you're worthy of this wolf pack's help.
Oh yeah, the bear's in the cave. Fine, I'll do it. Where is the cave and how many bears are inside?
I'll guide you to the cave. As for the amount of bears inside, I have no idea.
Great! I guess I'm going cave diving with some bears. I followed Tyson on the train tracks for 2 days before we finally reached the cave. But eventually, we made it. I didn't waste any time. I went right in, and at first look, it looked fine until I noticed how big it was. Wow, there must be at least 30 grizzly bears down here. I went down deeper and deeper into the cave looking for Tyson's bowl. Wait, there it is! I found it! I made my way over there and I grabbed the bowl. This was a piece of cake. No bear had chased me. They didn't even care I was in there with them. I got back outside and I gave the bowl to Tyson. I don't get it. The bears didn't care that I was in there.
I know. They share a bond with stray dogs, so they don't see you as a threat. That's how you could pass through with ease. I needed to see if your pack really meant everything to you. And now that I know that they do, I'll help you.
We spent the next few days observing the dog catcher's movements. He has to know I'm coming for my pack. On day 99, as the sun was setting and the pound was about to close for the night, we executed Operation Pack Back. Yeah, I thought of that one. Just as the dog catcher was coming outside to lock up, the wolf pack attacked! Oh! I know I'm not a wolf, okay? I took my chance and I ran inside. I found my pack. Guys, I'm here to break you guys out. I just need to find the keys. I searched around and eventually I found them in his desk. Jackpot! I got back to my pack and I opened the cell doors. I did it! Run, guys, back to the beach! I have something I need to do. I went to the rendezvous point with the wolf pack and there he was. I marched right up to him so he could see it was me who did this to him. I know he couldn't understand me, but I can see it in his eyes. He'll never be coming back to this town again. Day 100, my pack are all safe and back in our home. I took out the 5 bones that Bernie, our alpha, set out for us to find. Look, guys, I found the bones, but I cheated. I don't deserve to be your alpha.
I know you stole the map, little Kelly. We all do. The only thing that matters is that you told us the truth. And not just that, but you put your own freedom and life at risk to break us out of the pound. You're clever, hardworking, and brave. You are the real alpha of the pack, little Kelly. I've just been keeping the seat warm until you figured it out.
I'm not crying. You're crying. Guys, I did it. I saved my pack and became the alpha. Not only that, but I scared away the dog catchers so now we can wander around our city without fear. Okay, guys, to Luigi's. I hear he has an all-new meatball sauce. Woof, woof.